Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 of Quote of the Week with me, myself, Gabe. How's everyone doing? So we're going to kind of jump back into this, into the Quote of the Week, as we say. Like I said, this is a series that we're doing. The whole idea of this, once again, is to pretty much find quotes for your daily life that you can use to help you benefit, reach the motivations you're, kind of aspiring to do. If you're kind of like stuck, with not the motivation to do things, stuck in a rut, in a pit, anything like that. The goal of these is to use them as inspiration, so you can put them towards your goals, achievements, just really whatever you're looking to do. Let's get into our second quote of the series. I like this one, so we're going to read this one off for us. This quote goes, "Control your time and you'll see how much you've wasted." Now, I'll give you a couple seconds to kind of think that one over. We'll repeat it. Control your time and you'll see how much you've wasted. Now, like I mentioned, with this series, we're using that to get your own interpretation of things. As we mentioned before, the whole purpose of me kind of repeating the thing is to kind of for you to glance over. So once you get your thought process, you'll have your idea. My initial response to this is, when I hear it, what it's telling me is to basically stop getting up. For time, it's a tricky slope. There's not really like a defined definition for it. There's a lot of different kind of beliefs on it, whether it's like physiological, environmental, all that kind of jazz. But what it comes to is, I think really it's the most valuable tool in your life when you're figuring just anything you're doing in life, whether it's, your timestamp, work, biological clock, things like that. Time's like integrated with everything. You can't really, you can control time, but at the same time you can't, if that makes sense. If you're able to manage your time, then that's going to lead to your success. If you can really dial down things, like controlling what you do. Good example is if late at night you're just scrolling TikTok endlessly and just kind of brain rotting yourself, that's probably not a good use of your time. I mean, if you enjoy it, okay, higher power to you. But there might be something more beneficial, like if you're looking to start a side business, then maybe take that last hour of every night before you go to bed, start researching stuff. That would probably be more beneficial for you. So in terms of time management, that's something you can control. If you're able to reflect, the decisions for it, if you're able to reflect on the time and your usage of it, then you can really see where you're messing up certain things and where you might be succeeding. If you're finding success in setting time blocks for, daily prayers or finding things to do, then maybe you set forth and, kind of use that towards other paths or other parts of your life that you don't really see much management of. Going into a deep analysis of it, like I kind of mentioned, time it's kind of a mystery, right? Like father time, things like that. So it's really all based on how you perceive it. Whether it's just you just think of the clock, it's just 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. If that's your concept of time, I mean, that's good to go by for you. But I mean, regardless of what the different beliefs or thoughts are on it, is we all experience it. Like just millennium of time, whether it's based on religion, your just social belief. I mean, time goes on regardless. It doesn't wait for you. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going. And our bodies go with time. Our mind does. And you grow. You might, deteriorate. Overall, it's kind of crazy to think about, but you don't have control. You don't have total control over it because you can't stop it, go back, or anything like that. But as it's going forward, like the environment of it and being in it yourself, you can manage that time. So it's not controlling, but you're managing, if I would probably say it that way. So with a quote saying control your time, it's really managing it, I think. So, and that's, if you're wasting it, then you're not getting the stuff you want to get done. If you are sitting late at nights just scrolling nonstop and you're like, oh man, why am I not, saving as much as I want to? Then maybe you need to make a budget plan. Well, you need to take the time to make that budget plan. And, I want to be ripped for the summer. Well, you're going to have to put in the work. So find blocks of time for a certain amount of days to go, what works with your schedule, when to go, how long, things like that. How do you think you can use your time? So this whole point of this series is it relates to you. How does the quote affect you? For me, I mean, if you want to think about core memories of how it really works for like how you can manage your time, I would probably say it's, for me, harping from a previous episode, we talked about college already, but I would have to probably go back on this one for like reflecting this quote towards me. For college, you really have to, especially if you're, you're doing full semesters, full hours, work and everything, you really have to, manage your time. So it's like you have these set classes every day. Okay, what do you do before then? Do you work that day? Well, then you need to kind of schedule. You need to put a lunch in. You need to know what time you want to go to the gym. And then afterwards, you need to schedule out homework and stuff. So with me, it was controlling your time. But at the same time, at the same occurrence, I wanted to do side things. Like maybe I want to, really focus on the gym and just really be into depth of that. But, with work and then school at the other time, you got to figure out how to incorporate all of those. It can't just be, I only have like an hour and a half of like free time. I'd rather just be lazy and, just be able to like stay home and like be on my phone or something instead of going to the gym, when that's something that I truly want and that it will benefit me. So like I need to figure out the time. I need to control that. If I'm sitting there wasting it, then I'm not benefiting myself. I'm not helping shape the goals that I want to do. So that's how I kind of think of myself. And at some point you have to reflect, like, is this what I really want to do? Like, okay, I said I want to hit the gym hard, but currently I'm only going like 2 or 3 times a week. So I'm not, my dreams are here and my effort is here. So like, do I still want it? Yes. Like I ask myself, do I still want it? Yes, good. Now, how do I get here? That's where I have to control my time. I need to stop spending so much time in the morning, like getting ready and like, being lazy. Set an alarm, get up, have a morning routine, and then just go straight to the gym. And then I get to that same point, and then now you're achieving your goal. And because you're controlling your time, you're getting to the things that you want to do. Once again, the quote is saying, control your time and you'll see how much you've wasted. So if you're wasting time, and I'm sure you guys know this, as you're listening, if you're reflecting on yourself or things you've done, you'll know when you're wasting time, when you're sitting on your phone, and that doesn't mean like if you're like out enjoying with friends and family, or just, enjoying peaceful playing games or anything like that. That's not the same thing as wasting your time. If you're enjoying it, obviously, like, how you're controlling your time. So this isn't like you need to just sit and do, 100% productivity, 24 hours a day or 16, and then sleep exactly 8 hours. That's not what I'm trying to push. I'm not trying to push like an agenda on you, but this is something for you to reflect on. And I'm sure if you nitpicked, if you don't like keep a schedule of your time and everything, if you nitpicked what you're doing, you're gonna find some flaws in there. You're gonna find some wasted time. So the whole point is for us to reflect on that and kind of cancel those out of the way. And if we're missing time that we aren't managing to do the stuff we want, then let's incorporate it in there. Let's get that going. Let's kick it and start it, and let's just keep running with it. If you guys have any interesting concepts of time, please let me know. Let me know. Comment on the video, reach out to me on socials or whatever, because like I said, it's very subjective. There's many different theories on time and based on what perspective you're looking on and everything. Like a Pomodoro technique, other things like philosophical, everything. I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think. If you have your stories, if you reflect on it, or just your overall thoughts on time itself, just let me know in the comments. But thank you guys, I appreciate it, and catch you in the next one. Peace.